Yes, guys, and welcome to the Red Pitch Podcast. I've got a few guests with me at the minute. Okay, got one more ready to join as well.
Yo.
You just logging on. What's going on? We got D-Dubs, Liverpool fan.
Thanks for having me, bro.
We got Dave, the wavy Yid, Spurs fan. We got Scants, also Liverpool
Scousers.
How you doing?
And we got Obi Way, another gooner. Thank you for joining us, man. How's things, guys?
All good, man.
All good, bro.
Not too bad.
Yeah. Everyone hear me all right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Listen, I want to go straight into this guy, and this question is for you, Dave. I want to go straight into this man right here, Mr. Harry Kane. What are your thoughts, Dave? Do you think he's going to go Bayern, or do you think he's going to stay?
Look, man, we all know the guy wants top Premier goal scorer, innit? So he's going to stay, man. And he's going to stay, but he shouldn't.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how. Like, he's done enough for us, man. He should go.
Yeah, he's done a lot. If he did go, though, who do you think would be a good replacement? Someone that could bring in same amount of, well, not the same amount of goals, because we know Kane is like a unknown entity, but who else would you bring in?
Oh.
I think some technical difficulties there.
Yeah, we've lost him for a bit, man.
I think it's because you threw him straight in at the deep end with Kane, you know, that just affected his signal.
As I was saying, the Harry Kane. But no, let's get on to something else, man. Let's get on to something else, and then we'll get back to him after. Szoboszlai, Liverpool fans, you happy with that signing? Go on, Dubs.
You want that, Scans?
Yeah, I'm happy with it, man. Like I told you lot last week that we move in silence, man, and we get deals done, bang, 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 and got it done. Activated the clause. Sunday he's signing, man. No long thing.
So apart from him, how many pro players do you think you need to be back in that title challenging, realm that you guys was in for the last few years?
I don't think we'll, to be honest with you, with all the new signings coming in, I don't think we'll challenge for the league. Like you need at least give him a season to bed in. So like I was saying to you before, I'd be happy with a top 3 finish.
Yeah,
and a cup, and that would be a good season for me. And as for like how many more players you need, I think we probably need 2 more players, a DM, and probably a centre back.
Okay, Dubs. What about you, man? What do you think? Do you think you lot can challenge?
I agree with what Scans is saying. A few players need to kind of get bedded in. I'm happy with the signing of Szoboszlai, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Very, very happy with that signing. We do need a DM though. I'm a bit worried still about Fabinho. The only thing is, I don't know if it was a one-off situation for last season with his performances, because he just looked really run down, looked lethargic. But he stepped up in the last few games of the season, so I don't know. Maybe that could have been just a one-off. He just needs legs around him, which is what we provided him with McAllister and Szoboszlai. But yeah, having someone like another DM and maybe another centre back will probably have us competing again.
Okay. I'm not too bad. OBWay, let me come to you, man. What's going on? Specs has just entered the building.
Yeah, we there, Specs on the TV again, yeah. Let's go. What we saying? I'm on this thing. Let's go. Matt. Sorry, carry on.
The Newcastle London Dread.
Come on, bro. You mad? The brand new thing. Get me. You mad? Okay. Anyway, all right, brother. Away kicks soon come. Champions League soon come there. Man like Liverpool don't know about them things there. You get me? What this side? You waiting for foundation. You get me? Them man don't know about that. You get me? New era, baby.
We do know about it. We won it 6 times.
Welcome
I didn't even see Scans did. I thought I saw someone else. Of course you're gonna say something, innit? All right, then, brother. We'll take a break this season, innit? Sit back and watch the big boys, innit? The new boys, innit?
No problem.
I'm
I'll
gonna come.
watch you in the group of death, innit?
I'm gonna come back to you in a minute, Specs. Still.
I'll play, man. You do your thing, man. And big up to you. Who's the OB?
Yeah, what's good, bro?
Big up, brother. Welcome, brother.
Thanks.
Yeah, man. I wanted to ask you as another Arsenal fan, like, are you happy with? Obviously, we know we're happy with the Rice. What are you? I want to ask your thoughts on Havertz, because a lot of Arsenal fans are still 50-50 on Havertz. So, what's your thoughts on Havertz, man? You happy or?
I'm a fan of him, to be fair. Before he came to Chelsea, I was a big fan of him. Like and I think him coming to work under Arteta now, like I think like that's when we're actually going to see like this wonder kid that everyone was talking about before he came to Chelsea. Like Chelsea kind of like messed him up, like in my opinion. Like they just playing him in positions where like it's not really him. Like
yeah.
And especially those kind of young players that like he's made a name for himself in Leverkusen as that number 10, as that number 8. Then you've come and brought him to a team whilst he's still young, trying to convert him into number 9. Like that's not his thing. So and like Arteta's clearly said, like in that welcome interview, that he's gonna add something to our midfield. So like immediately, like you can see that he's recognized, like this is my man's position, like his midfield. Yeah. Like he's not all that false 9, all that rubbish that like them lot at Chelsea like we're trying to use him for. So me personally, I'm happy. Like I'm optimistic. Like with him coming, I think like, and even like when you see his like all his pictures and all like his interview, like he seemed like proper, like genuinely like happy, like he signed. Like something's good's gonna come of it, innit? Like I get why people are pessimistic, I get it, but this is Arteta we're talking about, man. Like he done it with Erdegaard. He gave us like he brang a season and a half out of Xhaka. Like who would have thought that? So, exactly. So I'm optimistic, man. Like I'm optimistic. Like he's got that Pep formula, like Arteta. Like he has. You just got to admit it, innit?
Yeah. I'm telling you,
get a bit too excited there, man. You ain't got no Pep formula, man. If you got a Pep formula, you're not with a won the league. So come on now, relax.
He's learning, man. He's learning.
He's done fantastically well. I'm not gonna knock him, man. He done had a brilliant season last season.
It's his 4th year of actual management. Like you got to give.
No, that's what I'm saying. I can't knock him at all, but. Like him saying having a Pep formula, he's not quite there yet, man. He's got the ingredients for it, but
ingredients. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Listen, we just added rice to the pot as well, so that's a big ingredient to add to this formula.
And we got the firewood to cook it with timber.
There you go. You see, it's all coming together, man. Mr. Specs, let me come to you, man. Now I want to ask Newcastle.
Yo.
You got your top 4. You got your top 4 last season.
Convincingly.
Convincingly, very convincing. This season now, with obviously the few signings that you've got in, and obviously more to come. Do you rate your chances of comfortably getting top 4 again, or do you think the likes of Chelsea, Liverpool will be back this season? Spurs, maybe. What do you think?
Well, as it stands. It's only Tonali really the major signing, you get what I'm saying? The rest is just like good potential youngsters that we bought and got onto loan out, like Minte, for example, gone to Feyenoord, etc. Still looking at Livramento, hopefully something can go on with there as a cover for Trippier. But as it stands right now, if I'm honest, I'm not going to say, yes, I'm confident, standard, we're going to get top 4 again. Like, I'll be lying. Like, I know I'm crazy at times, but sometimes we've got to keep it real in it. You get what I'm saying? So as it stands, you can ask me that in a few weeks' time, a month's time, then maybe I might feel a bit different. You get what I'm saying? But as it stands, I would like, because Liverpool, they know that they're doing bits. You get what I'm saying? It's a Boznai, big signing for me. You get what I'm saying? That's the one I was a bit disappointed that we couldn't really go for or whatever. But
Could have been yours. Should have been yours, maybe.
I wouldn't say it should have been, because Liverpool hold weight. Even in the Champions League, and I can cuss and say all this and all this bad business, but they still hold weight in it. Like, if Newcastle can do this for the next 2 or 3 seasons, then you know what I'm saying. So even getting Tonali was a big coup. It just shows where we're trying to go and where we possibly are going. But as for now, the Chelsea, Tottenham, you never know. Liverpool definitely be in the mix. I'm very assured of that. Got Arsenal obviously doing their thing. Man City. There's no point in mentioning them. So as it stands, I'd just say a top 6, top 7. As it stands.
6, 7. Okay.
No, I think a top 4 for you guys. I can't even lie.
Yeah. Why?
Like,
Why do you think that?
But that Tonali addition to you lot's midfield, along with Bruno, that's mad.
No, it looks exciting. I'm not gonna lie, but I think we still need to sign those kind of caliber players as a squad in depth. Do you get what I'm saying?
They haven't got a big enough
to
squad.
compete in both parties, plus the other cups, and because obviously we want to try and actually go for everything, innit? Obviously, but as it stands, yeah.
I don't think you lot should try to do that going for everything. I think you lot should pick out like two main tournaments and feel like we'll go for this. Like you said, you ain't got the squad like to try and go for everything. Like you're still maybe like 2 seasons away from that. So pick out we're gonna go for this and this. Then let's focus on that.
Probably a top 4 challenge again. Try that, and not saying we're gonna try and win the Champions League, but you're in it to win it, innit? So obviously we're gonna put all into that. You worked so hard to get there. So no scans. I'm not saying we're going to. You see you, bro. Don't start with me, you know, bro. Don't give me. I'm trying to be a good boy today, bro. I'm trying. Get amped up. I'm saying.
All I'm saying is only 2 people who've seen it being lifted on this stream, innit?
Well,
I'll just say that.
And salute to all of you, brother. But what I'm saying is, we're not gonna work hard to get in the Champions League. You get me? And change the whole narrative where the Liverpools and the Chelseas and the Tottenhams were in there, because we did that. You understand? So you work hard to do that. We got to try and do the best we can. In that's all I'm saying, bro.
I hear that. Dave, welcome back, man. Welcome back. Welcome back.
I don't know what happened.
No,
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, loud and clear. No, I just wanted to come back to you because I've been speaking to a few Spurs fans, and a lot have been saying that for Spurs to do anything this season, they're going to have to sort that defense out and just change the whole defense. Obviously, you got Dyer, Sanchez.
Look, man, we all know it. That's a championship defense, isn't it? I don't know how we got to where we got to with that defense. The keeper's a clown. No one would take any defender from us. Let's be real. Who would you take from our defense? Not one.
Spence. I'll take Spence. That's the only one.
Spence didn't even get a chance. Spence didn't even get a chance. Like Conte just didn't even want.
I'll take Romero.
Romero is quality, but he needs someone with a brain next to him because he's just an animal. If he had someone like old school Ledley King just telling him to chill out, what to do, where to be, he'll be amazing. Yeah. But he's just left to do whatever the hell he wants.
I think majority of the time, all those crazy tackles he does, I think it comes from like frustration.
No, it does. Yeah, and I don't blame him because look what he's dealing with.
With Argentina, it's not like that.
Nah, he's a different player for them.
So it's very true. Talking of Spence, do you think he's going to finally get his chance under this new manager, or do you think Emerson Royals is just his to lose?
Well, I think I think Spence deserves a chance, man. Like the guy didn't even get a look last year. Conte didn't care. At least with Ange, he's looking at everything. He's gone in there with a fresh set of eyes, and he can just see what he wants. And if they don't work for him, then fair enough, innit? He's got to do what he wants to do. But he deserves a chance at least.
I think Spence suits Ange anyway. The way Ange plays his free-flowing attacking football, Spence for me will suit that perfectly, bro.
He will.
Perfect.
He will.
My opinion, anyway.
No, I agree, man. And Udogie on the left as well. From what I've seen of him at Udinese, the way he gets forward, I think that suits Ange as well. So hopefully those two come in, get their chance, and then it's just centre backs, man. Because Dyer, Sanchez, Tanganga, Rodon, these guys, man, they're clowns.
I heard something about Højbjerg. Is Højbjerg leaving? He's meant to be leaving.
Get rid, man. Get rid. He's another one.
Yeah.
Like he's one of them guys.
Really?
Raw.
Yeah.
I
You
like
don't like Højbjerg?
I like Højbjerg.
Look,
I think he's
the
decent.
passion is one thing. The passion is one thing. He always gives his all, but he looks busy. He's not doing. He's busy doing nothing though. He's a sideways man. He's never looking forward. He's just one of them guys that gets the fans going, and so they're like, "Oh yeah, this guy, man, he loves us, whatever." But on the pitch, he's just an average Joe. Like when you got him and Skip, what was we doing last year? Seriously, man, for us to finish 8th was amazing. You got a guy scoring 30 goals a season in a team like that. Wow.
Mental. Yeah,
But if you lose Kane, then like your whole season's done.
He's not going to go now. He'll definitely be with us at least one more year, and then look, he can go wherever he wants to. He deserves it, but he's definitely going to stay at least this year.
Do you think that's a wise decision for you lot to keep him though?
Yeah, right now it is, man. Because how are you going to replace him?
Instead of using the money towards getting other players? Because I mean,
we've
you've
been
still
there
got
before,
what's his
man.
name? You've still got
Richarlison.
Charlison.
Richarlison. Yeah, you've got to use him somewhere, innit? So
Nah, they will. He'll get his game time, but I just think where we are right now, we need Kane just for this year to help us get back at some sort of level, man. And then if he wants to go, then you deserve to go, man. Because if we try and
So do you
replace
have
him
an
now,
option
who's
on-
out there?
So do you have an option on one season then? I thought you only had 1 year left. That's what I was thinking.
Now that's what I mean.
think
Yeah, he's got 1 year left.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so, he's got, so
Come
you'll
January.
go for free.
He can go for free,
Yeah.
yeah. He can start
Next summer,
talking to
yeah.
clubs in January, yeah.
So,
Whoever he wants
but
to, yeah.
I understand from a Spurs point of view that you wouldn't want to lose him, but I mean, you would let one of your big names go for free next summer.
Call me mad, yeah, but Kane I don't think he'll ever go. I don't know what is wrong with that guy, but he never forces a move. All these years, he could have gone wherever he wanted to. City coming for him. If you want to go to City, knock on that door, man. Make sure you get out of the club. Everyone else does it, but he's just like, whatever. I don't think he wants to go.
He just wants a record. He just wants a record. That's all
Yeah,
he
that's
wants.
it.
And
He's
that-
not going to go abroad. So the only
that's-
move for him in the Prem is United or Newcastle right now. He can't go anywhere else.
There's been so many
Liverpool don't
reports
need him.
that he's accepted terms with Bayern.
Nah, man, that's jazz. He wouldn't
No, I
go there.
think
Not
that's
now.
Like the German version of like David Ornstein has literally said that he's accepted terms with
Bayern.
Bayern.
Like
And
in principle, innit? In case. Yeah.
I saw something on Twitter like not long ago saying that Daniel Levy, like he's angry that Bayern and Kane have been talking like in the background and they've managed to convince Kane like to accept terms. But obviously, I don't think
I
Levy.
see that.
Yeah.
But a lot of these rumors apparently are coming from Charlie Kane, innit? Kane's brother. He's his agent, and he keeps
his
putting
agent.
this shit out there to make it look like, you know, to try and force a bigger contract or whatever. But Kane himself, he ain't doing nothing, man.
He's just content, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like he's just. No one could begrudge him a move. He deserves to win some team stuff, not just personal stuff. But it's like he doesn't even care.
I want to
I don't
ask you,
get
Dave, one last question about Team for now. This man here.
Oh, mate, I can't believe we signed him.
What do you think, man? What do you think?
He's
Happy?
what we needed, man. Yeah, since Ericsson left, we've had no one in that position filling the gaps, putting the balls through. He can take a free kick. His delivery is on point. He is exactly what we've been missing for 3 years now, man. So I'm delighted. I'm not saying he's going to change overnight and make us world beaters, but it's a good start, man.
Definitely a good start. And Specs, another player that you've evidently missed out on, man. Maddison
Well,
as well.
Well, the supposed now one we didn't miss out on because we didn't make an offer, but the Madison one, I would say we missed out on that one. I don't know the main reasons behind it. Don't know if it's personal, family, his wife, his kids, London, all the wages. I'm not sure if he was going to give him that much of the wages. I think it's 170 or 180. I'm not mad disheartened, but a bit disappointed because I feel if that bid got accepted in the last bid, couple bids we made for him, I think he would be in this shirt and not the shirt over there. That's it.
Yeah,
But-
I agree. I thought he was
You get what I'm saying?
Newcastle,
But-
100%.
Yeah, I thought it was still going. Even when there was all these rumors about Tottenham and Newcastle, I actually genuinely believed we were going to win the race. I genuinely believed that. I thought, why not? It's Champions League. Not saying we're going to have Champions League every year. But right now, the whole buzz, Champions League, Spurs are trying to reboot. You get what I'm saying? I thought, oh, you come Newcastle, but then again, but who's to say? But then again, I think he suits the way things are at the moment and what you need. I think it makes more sense for him and Spurs. Both parties.
I don't think he fits in Newcastle. To be honest with you, I don't see where he fits in.
Like,
for your formation, I don't see where he fits in. You get what I mean? He's more. Your team's like hard working, and he's more of like a luxury player. Like, no disrespect to him, but I don't think he would fit in your team personally.
That's what I'm saying. I think for both parties, he probably looking at it like, you get what I'm saying. So I don't know. I think there's loads of different factors, but he's gone Spurs, bro. It's not like it's a bad team. You get me? It's still Spurs, isn't it? Like, they're trying to do a different thing, go in different directions. So good luck to him, man. Get me?
I hear that, boy. And Dubs, let me come to you, man. Let's get back onto LFC real quick, Dubs.
Oh gosh.
So you're saying what? How many more? I know Scants was saying he feels you need a centre back and a DM. I know you would agree with the DM. Do you feel you need anything else as well?
Right now, I think attack we're all right for now. I think we're quite covered. If we did have the money, then I would say probably get someone else in to maybe fill in for Salah when he goes for African Cup of Nations in January. But right now, I would say DM and the centre back is definitely vital for us. I wouldn't mind another central midfielder as well. On top of that, I don't know what's gonna go on with Thiago, bro. I don't think he did more than 9 or 10 games last season. So, can we really rely on him for next season? Maybe.
It was 25 he played last year.
He played 25. I don't remember that many games, bro.
It seems like he missed a lot. It's towards the end of the season he missed, didn't it? When he got the hip operation.
Yeah, it felt like he was out forever for me. I didn't hardly even see the guy. It was that mostly substitution appearances though. I don't remember that starts.
Yeah,
but
it's probably just a pet. Yeah.
I just think it was just an appearance, probably the last 10 minutes or so, because I rarely saw the guy, to be honest. And I love him. I think he's quality. When he's 100% fit, he's amazing. He's the best player on the pitch, but he's just not available enough for me. And he's been there for 3 years now. And
I think he's done it here anyway, bro. I think he's done that anyway, bro. And Fabinho, can you rely on him for the season as well?
That's the only reason why I want a DM.
100%.
But I think like I said earlier, right. I think it could be a blip. If we got legs around him, then maybe we might see the best of him. Because we did see it when we had Baccetic next to him. It looked way better. We had someone that was actually moving around a bit more. All you have to do is just cover defensively. Yeah, that's all it is. And I'm hoping it's just that one-off. Because we had many players that were off last season. Virgil, Fabinho, Henderson, Robertson was poor. Trent was poor. The only ones that did well was Alisson and Salah. They're the only ones that were amazing last season. Other than that, I can't really give great props to. Oh yeah, Jota did well when he returned back. But yeah, that was really it, man. But yeah, I think we just need another CM, DM, and a centre back. That's it.
Okay.
Centre back. Sorry, brother. Sorry, Cav. We say centre back. Do you think you're all right in that department? Just quickly, like, I thought you looked all. I think you look all right in terms of the players you got there now, ready to go.
For me, Gomez, I'm a bit worried about him.
Was a backup?
I reckon Canate though, man. Canate's.
That's what I'm saying.
But we can't rely on Canate either, innit? He's been picking up injuries too. Like, of course, towards the second half of the season, amazing. It was brilliant. You know what I mean? I think he's absolutely one of the best defenders in the world. But can we trust on him to stay fit? The only reason why I can trust on Virgil, he can stay fit, and he's proved that. It's only just that one injury that he had that kept him out for a long time. But other than that, he's consistent. But performance-wise, he was really poor, and you can see his quality's been dropping off lately. So that's why we do need the cover, because I think Matip is up and down with him as well. Gomez is up and down. We need another centre back.
And what I was going to say is, What about it? Do you think Klopp's gonna try this Trent into the CM? You know, you're saying you want a CM. How would you feel about maybe buying a right back and putting Trent into that CM? Do you think that's a possibility?
You want to say, Scans?
Me, I don't think he'll do it. I don't think he'll do it. I think he's going to use it as an extra player. Like everyone's like, don't get me wrong, Trent played well for England, but who were they playing against?
Yeah, nobody.
Malta and Fig. Like, no disrespect to him, but in the Premiership, maybe against the lower teams in the bottom half of the table, it possibly can work. But you're not going to drop him in there against Man City or Arsenal and stuff like that. I know
he did all right against Arsenal. That's where we saw him.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, he didn't play there. You get what I mean? He came in as an extra man, so no one could pick him up. If you're playing in from the start, someone's going to be able to pick him up.
Yeah.
So I think Klopp will keep doing the inverted system. He won't.
Because Cap, I don't think he's ready yet. I think one more season at right back, a few games here and there in centre mid will be fine. But we got another young kid that's going to be filling in that position now over the season. So
Ramsey.
No, he got loaned up.
Bradley.
Oh, he loaned him up.
Yeah, he got loaned up, bro.
Play right back.
See, that's why I was vexed last season with some of the signings we made, bro. It was poor. It was shocking. Shocking. Three of them are gone. 3 of them are gone from last summer.
Boy, gone. Scans. I know you had some. I know you had some Arsenal questions for OB Way. So shoot them, man.
Yeah. With all this money Arteta spent, is a pressure on him to win something this year?
Yeah, 100%. Like, I think like coming off the back of last season, and with the kind of improvements we've done now, like we need some sort of trophy. Like give me like a top 3 finish and an FA Cup. I'm happy with that, and a good run in the Champions League. But we need some sort of trophy. You can't go and dash 105 million, and you finished second last season, and you're not going to win a trophy like in the following season.
You got to understand. He spent around about near 600 mil in his time, right?
Yeah, but that's all right. Like we'll have that across all them years. And remember, like we've not, like for so many years, we weren't able to spend that kind of money. So it's all right. Like it's all right, but I think there is pressure on Arteta personally.
So the thing is, right?
I'm just pressure on him. There's pressure on him.
So say, kind of extending what Scans is saying. If you only get top 4 next season, no trophy,
that's a failure.
So what then should happen to Arteta?
They're not going to sack him.
That's a tough one, yeah.
They're not going to sack him because like,
he's, with everything that he's being backed with, and you only get top 4, probably only I guess maybe qualify for the group stage of the Champions League, but you don't win it. You don't get FA Cup, don't get Carabao, no trophy. That, like you said, it's a failure considering that he's been backed.
Yeah,
fully,
for the fans, it will be a failure. But like, I feel like for the board at Arsenal, I think they're going to be thinking about, we've not had Champions League football for how many years? Now we've got it 2 seasons in a row. That's a success, which is a problem. But that's how they're going to see it. But us fans, like we won a trophy. Like you can't finish second and be top of the league for that long. Okay, cool, fair enough. You lot crumble like because of a few injuries or whatever. Next season now is fresh again. You've made sick improvements. You need to bring home a trophy. Like there's no excuse. Like there's no.
What if Nagelsmann is still available next summer?
No, I'm still with Arteta, man. He's bringing back the whole DNA of the club. Like from the club. Like from the players, like to the way we play on the pitch, like to the fans, like we're all connected again. Like you get me, like it's not an easy thing. Like not every manager can do that. So,
True.
Like you gotta have faith. Like Klopp has had so many good seasons, but you lot finished. What was it? What what was it, 6th or 5th or whatever?
Fifth.
Yeah.
Fifth.
Like it happens, isn't it? Like it happens. But obviously, Klopp's won stuff. But Arteta's only 4 years into being a manager. Like, and to be fair, he's done a lot for someone that's just been a manager for 4 years. Like,
True.
yeah,
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Do you think your squad's
agree
big
with
enough to challenge? Do you think your squad's big enough to challenge on for the league and the championship at the moment?
I'm gonna hold back on answering that because the transfer window is still open. So, and I don't know the ends of the who else is coming in and out now. Because
It's true.
there's a lot of men that I want to see out that door. Like they're still there at the moment, and I'm seeing pictures of them in their preseason training, and it's pissing me
Yeah.
off. So
But for me, I don't think your squad's big enough to challenge on both fronts. Yeah. Not as in like you've got the quality. Don't get me wrong, you've got the quality, but I mean you haven't got the numbers, like the quality in numbers. You know, like last year, a couple of injuries you got last year, you saw like the quality. Your bench wasn't there to help you. You get what I mean? Where this year, obviously you've added Rice, but then looks like Xhaka's going. So it's like 1 in, 1 out. So you haven't added to your squad. If you get what I mean?
I still feel like we're still like short of like 2 players to say like we've got the quality like in numbers, like because there's still a big drop off last season when certain players weren't there. Like for example, if Erdegaard was injured, who's coming? Who's replacing him? That skinny guy. What's his name? Vieira.
Yeah.
He's not levels. Like he's just not levels. Like he needs to get low. Like if Saka ever got injured, who's going to replace Saka?
Yeah,
Exactly.
You get me? So we still need to maybe buy two more players that's going to bring our quality up. Like then you can have like the little extras here and there, but you need about 15 players or 16 players of top quality that you can say, cool, my man's injured, my man's coming straight in. Like the level's not going to drop. It's still going to be like that.
And that's why I'm happy with the Timber signing as well, because that brings in extra. If Saliba was to go again, Timber can comfortably step in there, and he's a level above Rob Holding. So I'm comfortable with that.
Levels.
Holding is stealing a living, man.
Would you pay Timber right back and put White centre back, or would you put Timber centre back? Because from what I'm hearing, he don't win headers, man.
Timber, you know what? Timber's probably a better centre back. You know, he's a probably better centre back. Like I've been going back watching a few of his a few of the highlights and stuff like that, and in that centre back position, he often moves in and makes. He kind of does like what Pep done with John Stones.
Yeah.
That moved him in. That's what Timber does, and when he plays on that right centre back position, he seems to do it well. Like he's not tall, but he's aggressive with it, and his his position
on the deck he is, not in the air.
Yeah. But I'm saying his positioning
is poor, man.
But his
air is poor.
But what I mean is his positioning is good. That like he doesn't need to have that 6'4", 6'5" frame. He's got such good positioning that he's always there. So he may not win the header, but whichever attacker is fighting for the ball, he gives them trouble. Do you know what I mean? It's not like a easy thing. Even like someone like Mertesacker. Mertesacker was like 6'9" or whatever he was, and Jermaine Defoe was beating him in the air. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like the reverse of that with Timber. But yeah, I'm
mad. Like this might sound mad, yeah, but obviously from watching everything I've seen of Timber like on YouTube and all these clips, I see him mostly as a DM. Like that's what I see him as. Like if I was to bring him in and say this is your primary position, I would say DM. Because if you look at all his stats and everything, like he just screams DM. He screams DM to me personally.
You actually made a good point there, because he's got good ball retention. Yeah, he knows how to defend and cover in certain places, so it actually would make sense if he was converted that way.
His passing is on point. Like,
yeah.
But ain't that why you signed Rice?
But we don't know. We don't know where Rice is going to play. Like that's still a big question mark.
I think Rice will keep that right back position personally.
Right
think
back.
I mean,
Rice.
Right back.
Rice at right
not
back.
Rice. Sorry, not Rice. I'm thinking of Ben White. Sorry, I think with Ben White, I reckon Ben White will keep that right hand side position, and I think I can see Timber just maybe rotating with Saliba. Rice, I think he's gonna. I think Partey is gonna stay. I got a feeling Partey will stay. So I think it's gonna be. I think Havertz might even hold the bench for a bit. I think it's definitely gonna be Partey starting in that back line, in that DM position, and then Rice is just gonna be that box to
Number
box
8, yeah.
next to him, the number 8,
That's
doing
what I
everything
That's
else.
what I want.
Yeah, and then Odegaard's just, you know what I mean. I think Havertz, he's gonna start off maybe as an impact. I don't think we'll see Havertz starting like straight away like that.
Imagine having like imagine being Erdegaard and you've got Rice and Partey as your two security. Come on, man. Like you're gonna see Erdegaard go to an even different level.
Yeah, 100%.
Come on.
100%.
Yeah, but I think you need to play Havertz straight away, man, or he's just going to end up in a slump like he was at Chelsea, just in and out. That guy's a confidence player, and if you don't show him that love straight away, then he'll just be exactly as he was at Chelsea, man. So I think you need to just let him have a run.
But where did he play?
Does Havertz get the team straight away though?
Not for me.
Well, why they signed him, man?
That's what I'm saying. That big man, that's why I presented it. The question, like,
you're not going to pay 60 million for him to sit on the bench, are you?
Do you know what they've done?
Him,
They've said that he's gonna go on.
So no, but the thing is though, like, would you ask a Man City fan that question? That same question?
No, not at all.
Yeah, but they're two different.
Nah.
But they're two different.
Because Man City, bro.
Teams, though. That's not even a question. They're two different.
Come on, Obi. Come on.
60 million.
Man City,
I hear what you're saying, but come on, bro.
Man City signed £100 million man and just dash him on the bench, and no one will question it.
But we know that Pep,
that's what
team
City
changes
do.
every week, bro.
Yeah.
Their team changes every week. That's why no one really wants to put them in
Yeah.
FPL, innit?
Yeah, exactly.
You have like Foden,
Look at
playing,
Grealish
smashing it,
at first.
then he'll go missing, then it'll be Grealish, he'll go missing, then it'll be Mahrez, he'll go missing.
Yeah.
They just got
Exactly.
options that are just ridiculous, man. And then when they come back, they just carry on doing their thing.
Madness.
Yeah.
So
You can't
Remember,
be like that.
Havertz is used to playing week in, week out.
But not effectively.
Yeah.
Not effectively.
I think
Not
what
I'm
they,
not
what
saying
they
effectively, but he's used to playing week in, week out. You get what I mean? All right, he may think to himself, right, I've got to come in and work my way up and stuff like that. But
Prove himself.
if Arteta sold him a dream that he's starting and he don't start,
he will sulk.
But I don't see Arteta sitting down and saying to him like, "You're going to start." I don't see that. I don't see him saying that. I can't.
No, you can't say that to any player. You can't promise him that, innit? Because then they just
No.
think I'll just do what I want. But he's gone there for a reason. He says he's paid that money. He must be thinking, right, I'm in with a start here, sort of thing. This is what I needed. He's shown faith in me. He better play me, innit?
What I've seen is that what the idea that they were going to do was have Rice basically controlling that midfield in front of the defense, and then you're going to have Havertz and Odegaard just basically roaming in the 10 and the 8 position and just rotating and things like that. So from what I gathered from what Arteta was saying, is mainly going to be used as like a left 8 Havertz. So it'd be interesting. It'd be interesting to see, man.
I think it's a good option to have, innit?
Yeah, if it depends on if Partey stays as well. That's the thing. Because if Partey goes, then we know it's going to be an Odegaard, Rice, and Havertz midfield. So, you know.
But how defensive is how defense minded is Havertz though, man?
it's true.
You know,
I said that. I said
Zero.
that.
Like every time I think about that number 8 position in Arsenal now, I always think like Xhaka making that tackle on Joe Willock against Newcastle.
Yeah.
I think to myself, like can Havertz ever make that kind of challenge in that kind of
He can't
moment?
tackle anyway, man. Whenever he does, he's always carded. He's late. Always.
Mad.
It's questionable, man. I mean, it's like you were saying before, what Arteta's going to have to get that out of him. Do you know what I mean? That's why I think it might even be a season where this season you'll see Havertz in, but it's going to be one where it's going to be a lot of learning this season. like kind of what Pep done with Grealish, and you'll probably see Phillips even play more this season as well.
If you can't tackle,
City.
you can't tackle, man. Look at Scholes.
Yeah.
Great player, but he could tackle for shit,
Good point.
man. So you can't. If you can't tackle, there's not something you can train into you, man. If you can't tackle, you can't tackle, man.
Yeah, and we still got got Jorginho as well that could fit in there.
Another
Yeah.
problem,
Penalty taker.
another problem. I don't think Havertz is going to be happy to like go down that slow burner route because like the Euros is coming up as well.
Yeah.
So he's going to want to be in that Germany squad, and Germany's always like nurturing new young talent. So
Yeah.
there's that other guy from Leverkusen that plays in this position, Florian Wirtz. So
But
yeah. So Havertz ain't going to want to just be chilling on the bench.
Chilling.
So
Yeah. You know, it's a good problem to have, man. We didn't have these problems. You know what I mean? That's what failed us last season. But
do you think Arteta can handle that? Like, because like, don't get me wrong. Like, there's games last year when you were like 2-3-0 up, and like Saka played what? He's played every minute of the Premier League, didn't he, last year?
I
Like,
don't think he can.
he came off here and there, and he missed a couple.
play most games. Yeah,
so he played majority of
Yeah.
games, innit? Like,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
games when you're 3 or 4-0 up, you're like, like, come on, Saka, come off. You get what I mean? Like, he's
I don't think
how many substitutions does he make a game, really?
That's the thing. I don't think Arteta can. Like personally, like the last season, there's certain games that I just felt like take this guy off. Like do this, do that. It's like you're scared. And then he came after one. Like there's one game towards the end of the season that he came out and said, "I'm showing loyalty." Yeah, say something about loyalty. I was thinking,
Yeah.
who said that? Like you're going for a title and you're talking about loyalty to players, bruv. Like if the players play shit, you take him off.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get that. I think it was a Southampton game. Yeah, I think it was after that game.
Well, think about it.
Yeah.
Saka for the last 6-7 games, he was poor in it, but it was always Martinelli or someone else coming off and not him. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
like, Klopp does the same thing with Salah, so I can't. I'm not even like having a knock at you lot. I'm just saying it's just.
But do you think it might have something to do with the whole? They're trying to get them to sign that contract. Like they're not trying to upset no one.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think, like you said, he's only been a manager for 4 years, isn't it? So he hasn't got that experience. But you would think he would pick up things. It's like, right, everyone's going on about Holding, right? Saying that he was poor and stuff like that. But Holding and Saliba are two different types of players, isn't it? Why not adapt your tactics for that player? You get what I mean? He didn't adapt his tactics. He played the same high line. You know, Holding can't play that. So why play that position? It's like when Liverpool lost all their centre backs, right? Klopp still tried to play the high line. He put 2 centre midfielders back there. As soon as we put our 2 young centre backs in there, drop the line back, we end up getting top 4. You get what I mean? He adapted his tactics. Like last year, we were doing poor last year, and all of a sudden he brings Trent into midfield that helps out Flacco, and we look better.
But
That's why Kivio came in though, because that's why when Kivio came in,
it was too late though. That's what I'm saying. It's like for Liverpool, right? You lot are 2-0 up. Went 2-1. You haven't played a back 3 all season. And all of a sudden, that one game against Liverpool, you decide to go to the back 3.
But the thing is, though, you're saying adapt our play or our defense to suit Holding. Like he's not like Holding is a massive drop. So it's like I wouldn't want to adapt my team to fit into someone that is such a drop in like in a level. If you get what I mean, like he's a massive drop.
Yeah, but you still have to adapt though. Don't.
It's like
if you want to get the points, you need to adapt. Do you not?
For example,
like,
if you're saying, oh, okay, like Zinchenko's not playing today, let's adapt to how Tierney plays. That's not a massive drop in levels in it. Like it's more understandable, but adapting from Saliba to Holding is like
but I'm not saying. Drop. All I'm saying is to drop the line. Don't play a high line. You know, Holding hasn't got the speed. It's not. You're not adapt. All you're doing is dropping your line back like 10 yards or whatever. You're still playing like Saliba's playing in there, and then everyone's saying, "Oh, Holding." But you know, Holding can't play like that. Everyone can see it. Just drop the line. That's all I'm saying.
But you know what it is? A lot of the games, I know what you're saying, but then
I'm not blaming Holding. Don't get me wrong, because some of the mistakes weren't Holding. You get what I mean? What I'm saying is like he can't play like Saliba. He can't play at the back like Saliba. So drop the line and don't try and play like Saliba's playing. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying, but I do agree with what Obi's saying as well, man. I think it's a thing where you can't. I don't know, man. Just adapting your whole thing just for this one player.
He's not good enough for that, man.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying he's not good enough, but I'm just saying just drop the line. That's all I'm saying. Don't play like Saliba's there. He's not as quick as him.
But the thing is, though, you say drop the line, but remember that. There's the team that have played how many games this season with that set style of play.
Mess up the rhythm, maybe debatable. Mess up the rhythm, innit?
Yeah,
debatable.
Transition team, we're a transition team. It's like get the ball, we're out of the defense. Holding playing in that team, he messes up that whole transition.
But all right then. So, when Jorginho plays, you don't play the same way though.
No, but Jorginho don't. You don't really.
What I'm saying, you don't play the same way though, do you? You adapt your style of play when he comes in.
Not really, because
not really, but could he? I don't know about that one.
It goes
So what's it called? Partey's an athletic player, right? Gets about the pitch. Jorginho's not.
I'll give you an example though. When we played Villa and we come back, we won. Jorginho scored his first goal for us. In that game, Jorginho was mad in the match. He was up and down.
If you're playing Man City tomorrow, yeah, who you playing, Jorginho or Partey? In your system, where you what's it called? Your top 90% of the league, right? Who was there? Partey. The drop off is totally different. You wouldn't play Partey and Jorginho, two different players.
But it weren't much when Jorginho came in. There weren't much of a drop off though, because
I'm not saying it's a drop off, but I'm just saying it's a different style. You played a different style in midfield when Jorginho's there compared to Partey.
But I don't think you can compare that with Holding, because Jorginho's not a massive drop off to Holding. Like the rest of the team, I'm sure if you said to them, who would you rather adapt to their play, Holding or Jorginho? Everyone's gonna say Jorginho, because Jorginho still keeps the ball moving. He's got a football brain. Holding ain't got football brain. He just gets Holding is literally a League 2 player that has the privilege of playing in Arsenal. Just because
I don't care.
A bit harsh. If I'm League 2, come on.
If I'm going for the league,
he should be Gunasaurus. He should be Gunasaurus.
Nah, if I'm going for the league, I'm adapting. I don't care. If I'm top of the league, I'm adapting. I'll take the sacrifice. I'm adapting. That's just the way I see it. I don't care, man. I'm going for the league. I'll adapt.
But then that goes. It goes on, like you said. It is experience as well. And Arteta will look back and he will learn from that and bring it in. Every year, you've seen he's learned from the season before what we got wrong, and he's brought it into the next season. So, he will learn from that, man. Trust me. You'll see a different Arsenal this season. I'm telling you. We're going to be challenging again for the title. 100%.
Yeah, you sound mad confident, Benjamin.
That confidence,
Yeah. Remember, record this. I'm gonna record that bit anyway and put it in. Anyway, you know the drill, bro.
What's it called? I'm not doubting that they'll be up there again, but I just don't think they got the squad to cope with the Champions League and numbers wise, not quality. Numbers wise, I think
they can challenge though. They can challenge for it.
We'll wait to the end of the transfer window to say that.
I'm not doubting. All I'm saying is you've got the quality of players. I just don't think you've got the numbers. Look at last year, right? Europa, you didn't really play a lot of your first team players, did you? So they got a good rest. Where this year
we still played quite. Our defense was mainly our first lot.
Yeah, but what I'm saying this year, you haven't really got that chance to do that, have you? You've got to play your full team week in, week out. When you're playing Tuesday or Wednesday night, and then Saturday.
Window's not closed yet, bro. More players are coming in. I'm telling you, window ain't closed.
This season is going to be so much different to last season, man. Liverpool are not going to be as bad. Chelsea are not going to be as bad. We're not going to be as bad. Newcastle are up there now. Villa are no mugs. Brighton are there, it is going to be hard, man.
It's gonna be a madness, bro.
Last
gonna
season,
be a
it was
madness.
just
I agree.
City
I agree.
and Arsenal. That was it. It ain't going to be like that now, man. And look, we've got no European football, so we've got the luxury that you guys have had of just playing
Yeah.
1 week, 1 game a week.
Yeah.
So you know, we might win the league.
Yeah, but you don't need a whole defense.
Yeah, no, I don't deny that. Everyone knows that, man.
You could take holding off us.
You
Mate,
have holes.
it ain't that bad. It ain't that bad.
Just a question for Arsenal fans, yeah. Don't
Go
you think towards the end of the season teams are starting to figure you lot out?
Do you know what? For me personally, I feel the naivety of I was about to say Arsene Wenger, the naivety of Arteta kind of showed in certain games because he started when we didn't like say Forest, for example. Out of nowhere, you're playing Partey as a right back, as an inverted right back. You're playing Xhaka as a left back. When you've got Tierney on the bench, I don't know. I think it.
Bruv,
certain
keep your left back and Tierney's on the bench. What is that all about, bruv?
Yeah, I feel like he was trying to do a bit too much experimenting in the crucial time of the season.
Because I remember watching the game against Southampton when you lot played them at home, and
3-3, man. That was mad.
Yeah.
that first half from Southampton. Yeah, I don't know. For me, I felt like they exposed quite a bit.
Fabio Vieira.
That one man, yeah.
One man,
telling
that's
you.
the whole thing.
I tell you, it just takes one leak in
feel like
midfield.
I feel like I've got trauma, from that game, just because of Fabio Vieira. Like, how can my man leave Jorginho on the bench and start Fabio Vieira? Leave Smith Rowe on the bench and start Fabio Vieira. A man has done nothing the whole season. Like, that's
He underestimated Southampton, man. He thought that was just a walk in the park that night. Friday night, just go out there, deal with them. Weren't like that, man.
He shouldn't have thought that because when we played Southampton at St. Mary's,
We drew in it.
Yeah. And the Premier
And they
League
gave us a good game.
And the Premier League's not like that. You can't look at the bottom side and think,
You can't.
whooping boy. No one's a whooping boy, man.
So Brighton,
Especially at that stage of the season.
Yeah.
Brighton at home. It felt the same
That's
way.
a spanking.
Tactically,
They
it
looked-
felt like they
team
set
looked
the same way.
tired.
They just had more energy than
The team-
Southampton.
The team looked tired. That Brighton game especially, the team looked tired. That's the worst I've seen us play the whole season. The whole team just looked exhausted. That's why what you're saying about having the quality players to come in and be able to step
That's
in.
what I'm
But
saying.
this was saying,
that, yeah.
Spence did say quality players come in, but the thing is, you're swapping. You're not actually bringing
Adding.
more depth. If that makes any sense. So, do you reckon it will happen again? Now you've also got Champions League football on top.
No, I think, like I said, I think the windows is still
Because remember, the setup's going to be different. You're not going to be putting on your lesser players in the Champions League games now. You're playing Saka from the beginning. Do you see what I'm trying to say? You're putting your best players on in the Champions League
You know what
games.
it is? Do you know what it is? Another, like, I've said it to Calvin, I was like one of my issues with Arteta is cool, like we're getting all these young kids like signing like contracts to stay with whatever. Like bring them in, use them. Like that's your depth. Like Man City do it. Like they bring in Rico Lewis, like out of nowhere. Like who's Rico Lewis? Like he's man scoring goals in the Champions League at 17 or 18. Like he's bringing Cole Palmer. All these guys are depth and it's free. You get what I'm trying to say? Like it's depth. Like that one Airy guy. Like you gave him a debut like for 1 minute against Brentford. Didn't see him again. What's the point of that? What's the point of that? Like if you feel he's good enough to come on the pitch, like Premier League game, he's good enough to come and play in the Carling Cup at least, or what's it called, or Carabao Cup.
Carabao. Yeah.
You get me? That's depth. And that's
Wanted to
free.
win a record, didn't it? Youngest player, or whatever, right?
Yeah, but that's depth though. Man City do it. Like Man City do it. Like they're smart with them things there. Arteta's just like he's still naive, like with those kind of stuff.
So where does it leave man like Tavares and Lokonga and them man there?
Right.
Tavares got to get a little looking, man. He's got to get a looking. What are you going to do with him? Sell him?
No, Tottenham might as well take him. They play wing backs, isn't it?
Nah, Tavares, man. You can train him up, man. Trust me.
Oh, he smashed
You know,
it
right,
alone
yeah.
at Marseille last year, man.
Yeah,
But he's
He was scoring goals. Yeah.
doing his
I mean,
thing.
I don't want him, but he was doing all right.
Yeah, but Lukonga though, let's just what's going with Lukonga? All this like no one speaks. You lot are wicked. No one speaks about him again. What is as Arsenal man? What's happening? Where's he going? Is he? What's your thoughts on him? Is he?
He's a drop off. He's like Fabio Vieira. They just need to go out on loan and build up something, and then maybe come
What
back.
about Balogun? Is he still one of yours, or is he gone?
He's still there, man.
I want him to
He
stay.
did all
Yeah,
right last year as well.
I want him to stay. Yeah, but he's coming with this prima donna attitude, and I don't think that's going to work with Arteta, man. Like because he's
Nah,
banged
it's not.
21 goals in that Farmers League. Like he's
Yeah.
got 2 for USA, scored in that cup final for them. Like they're making him like the star boy now of US football. He thinks he's made it. So he's like, yeah, go. Like he's telling Arteta, you better bench Jesus and give me that number 9 shirt, or I'm
Bloody
bouncing.
hell.
Yeah.
I don't think he's doing that though, bro. Maybe just confidence in it. You get me? He's young. Like putting his a chance. You get me? And Kitty got his chance. You get me? Etc.
No, but he's coming out in interviews saying, I'm not going on loan again. Like,
Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
bro,
It's either
Yeah,
he plays or he
How
goes.
many times has he been on loan though for you guys?
one.
So I said it.
No, it's once, isn't it? That's his first loan.
Yeah.
No, he went to no. Did he go to the championship
When he
before?
at Middlesbrough.
Yeah,
Middlesbrough the
Middlesbrough.
year before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Middlesbrough. Year
It's,
before.
it's understandable then that you don't want to keep going out on loan. He wants to now be setting a proper team, innit?
Or in or around it. You get me?
That's ambition.
Is he better than Nketiah, do you think?
Yeah, finisher.
Okay.
He's better finisher,
Well,
100%.
Then Nketiah, see you later, innit?
I can't believe
But Nketiah might go West Ham. Anyway. He probably go West Ham anyway.
How you got to give that kid the number 14 though?
14, I know. That shirt.
I'm happy for him, innit? Because he's from Lewisham. I'm proud of him. Do you know what I mean? But you gave him a legend's number, bro. Like, that's shameful. That's shameful.
Yeah. At least when Theo Walcott got the number after, he was scoring. He scored over 100 goals for us. So you know what I mean. But with Nketiah, I think Eddie he needs to go, man.
But he did his bit though. I think that a bit harsh on him for me, to some of the Arsenal fans. I think he did his bit when he's got a chance to do his bit. Don't you think like he definitely played his part? You get what I'm saying? When JC was out and all that. I'm not saying he's like get me, but I think he should give me a bit more flowers. Just a little bit. Just 1 or 2. You get me? Say yo.
No, you know how you got to look at it now, yeah? You got to like think to yourself, like if I'm Rice, like if I'm like Salibas, if I'm Sakas, like do I want Nketiah as my striker? Like if I'm trying to go and get far in the Champions League, they don't. Like all these little things matter, you know. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Like,
But you're going on like Jesus who scores like 20 goals a season.
He will. It's
No,
just the
but
If he was
injuries,
fit
man.
for a full season, he would. Though.
Yeah, he would.
But he
yeah.
just never.
I don't
He
think
doesn't
he
complete a
will.
season.
would.
I don't
No,
think
you're not having it. No.
I think he
No,
does,
no,
man. I think he
I
does.
used to say that, but I think he would now, though. I think he would.
I think
he
don't get me wrong. He's a good
The
player,
chances
but
he's going to get from Odegaard and them guys,
Yeah.
he's a
Are
good
you
finisher.
I'd say Balogun's a better finisher than him. Natural finisher.
Yeah, natural finisher. Yeah.
I wouldn't. Are you talking about 20 goals in the league or 20 goals in a season?
Season
In the league, man. I think
In
in
the
the
league,
league.
league.
I don't
I
think he gets
think
20
so.
goals in the league.
You're not having it.
Not in the league.
I think
I
so,
rate Jesus, his work rate and stuff like that, but I don't think he'll get 20
Yeah.
goals.
He's tidy still. He's tidy.
Yeah,
He's
okay,
tidy.
okay, but all right, he scored 11 goals. He missed 3.5 months of the season, and he scored 11 goals in the league.
Yeah, like
So,
yeah.
to score another 9 in 3.5 months, it's very possible, bro.
It's possible, but it's not easy, you know.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah,
Like, Jesus is top quality. Like all you lot will take Jesus in your team. Like
No, I don't. No, I'm
Nah,
not
I prefer
dissing him.
Isaac, bro. I prefer
I
Isaac
like
over
Isaac.
Jesus all day long, bro.
cap.
I prefer Isaac over Jesus all day long. No one can tell me anything. Not
I'm not
if you cut him now.
saying preference. I'm saying, but if like your like directors or whatever said, yeah,
Yeah.
we'll sign Jesus. So you're not gonna say no, we don't want him.
No, we're good, man. We got Wilson, we got Isaac, you got Maxi. I'm all right with that, brother. I'm all right with that. I'd rather use the money somewhere else. I'll say no, use the peas somewhere else.
Exactly the point.
Richarlison keeps him out of the Brazilian team as well.
There you
So
go.
I don't know what that's
Which
about.
is mad though. Which is a bit mad. But yeah,
Yeah.
That is
That
crazy.
is very mad. What I was gonna say is Van der Ven.
Obi's not having it, man. Look at Obi. He's not having it.
I heard rumors about Van der Ven. Van der Ven. I heard Spurs were interested in him as well. I don't know if
Do you know
heard
what,
anything about
man?
it.
I'm just so
a
fed
big
up of
shout.
rumors, man. Like
Yeah.
every day is someone else. Just show me the guy holding the shirt, and then we can talk about it. I'm just
That's
sick
right,
of
yeah.
rumors, man.
Yeah.
Like it's
Trust
so
me, bro.
boring. I've watched
How good
him.
is he
I
though?
like him, but
How
are
good
we
is
going
he?
to sign him? I don't know.
How
Well,
good
it's
is
the
he?
Dutch league, innit?
I heard it's a sprinter.
It's the Dutch league.
No, in the German league.
Germany, Wolfsburg.
Oh shit!
Wolfsburg.
Sorry, yeah. Sorry, my
Mm.
bad. Yeah, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. What
I know
watched
what
him,
you're
and
thinking. Yeah.
yeah, he seems like he can do the business, but
Hmm.
it's a risk in it. He's young. He could just come and crumble, man. So, but we need him
Yeah.
anyway. It's better than what we got right now.
He
So
actually
just
looked
spend
good
the
during
money.
the under 21 championships, though. The Euros. He looked
Yeah,
alright.
he did.
As centre back,
He's
though. Yeah.
tall. He's pacey. He likes a challenge. So
The only problem is he used to be playing in the 3, innit? And your new manager doesn't play 3 at the back, does he?
yeah, nah, he likes a 4. Yeah. So
Yeah,
but-
that's the
look,
problem.
it's not my money, man. Just I
Yeah.
hope they get him. So
What
But yeah, but wait,
formation,
we
what
need-
formation
we need
does he
help.
play? What formation
Ain't
does
that-
the new
yeah.
manager play?
who Ange?
Yeah,
Or-
what's his formation? His favoured formation?
He likes a 4-1-3-2, but like or 4-1-2-3. He just loves to attack, man. He just makes it up on the day, I think.
Trust
So-
me, this goes with that. Free flow.
Yeah, he just thinks, all right, today we're doing this. Let's go. So, and we need that, man. Look, our football has been. I wanted to cry. I gave up my season ticket because it was just making me depressed, man. It was so sad watching that team. So at least now, let's just attack and see where we go, man.
Change it up, man. 'Cause you knew what you was getting with
Yeah,
Conte and Mourinho, so
Mourinho,
obviously
all these guys, man. They thought
ain't
they
the
was bigger
Spurs
than
way,
the
innit?
club.
Mm.
Yeah,
Basuma as well. I like, as much as I don't like Spurs, I want to see Basuma back to Basuma again. He just looked lost.
he did, man.
No, they messed him up.
Why-
They messed up their players,
We
man.
did. We do. We mess up so many players, man.
Have you still got Ndombele on the books?
He's come back, but apparently he's a bit of a chunky lad, man. So they've been on
Yeah,
to
but
him.
I heard he did quite. Well, apparently he did. Was he doing quite well before, at the other team? Or am I mistaken?
Napoli, he
Did
won
he
the
do
league,
quite
man.
well?
Yeah,
Huh?
Napoli,
He
yeah,
got-
he
he
won the
played
league.
quite a
Won
lot
the
as
league,
well.
innit?
He
Yeah.
played like
No,
25
but
games
imagine
there.
that. I didn't even know he was even there. That's what I'm saying. I just heard wherever he was. Now I know why. Okay, is that what he was? Yeah. Okay,
That's what
mad.
it was, yeah, man.
That's
But,
mad, you know.
Yeah, I know it is. But so I'm just
That's
going to give
mad.
him a chance, innit?
He should do because there was a player
Okay.
there. You can't just be dead overnight. You know what I mean?
Nah,
Something goes wrong.
unless you're Ali.
Sometimes you need more support. Sometimes we're so in our bubble, we forget players are human and also overseas players. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I think I know some people don't care about that. They're just like, nah, bruv, you're getting your P's. Like you're the big boys, get on with it. But sometimes you just don't go that
I
way.
think-
Sometimes.
When he first come, he couldn't even speak English, innit? So like Sissoko was like his best friend, and then we dashed Sissoko out, and then he was just left to himself. You got Mourinho
He's just
telling him
there,
to run during COVID. He's like, what the fuck's going on here?
Like he was lonely, bruv. I heard he was lonely and mad,
Yeah.
depressed, like mad, bro.
He looked it, man. He was growing his beard. He looked fat. He didn't give
He
a
got
shit.
lost.
So
I even laughed. Yeah,
It's a shame,
Yeah,
but
man.
you know the mad thing is, like, no matter how bad Tottenham are, you can always count on Harry Kane to get 25 goals,
Yeah.
which is
he's the big man.
crazy.
He's the big man.
I feel sorry for him.
He's,
Shows his quality, man.
I feel sorry for him as well, man.
I would love Harry Kane. I would love
He
Harry
deserves
Kane.
better.
Imagine retiring from football. Yeah, like your kids ask you, how many goals did you score, Dad? Yeah, I scored about 300 goals in the Premier League. Oh, how many cups did you win? None.
Zero.
I used to feel sorry for him. I don't feel sorry for him anymore, man. Like, no, but realistically, if you aspire to like do good, you'd move, innit? If you want to win,
Yeah,
trophies,
that's it. That's what I'm saying. He deserves
his
it.
aspiration is
Yeah, but was it as easy as that, though, bro? Because like people say Fulham is knocking on the door, but Levy said no, bro, innit?
No, it doesn't
And
matter,
Charlie
though,
Kane
like,
messed up his bloody contract.
no,
he should have sacked
everyone
Charlie.
does it, though. Every player
I know.
when they want to get out. It's a fact.
I don't know, man. Levy's a different guy, man. Levy's a different brother. I don't know, man.
You can force
Levy's
it.
different.
The problem is,
Levy's spiteful, bruv. Trust me, bruv.
Bell went, didn't he?
He can force it. Yeah. The problem with that is
Modric went, didn't he?
the problem with that is
Carrick, Berbatov.
the
There
lady
you go.
guys. Is mad.
That's what I'm saying. They all went. So
That's the thing. Kane.
I don't know, man.
That's what I'm saying. He's not. He just wants a goal scoring record.
Yeah.
But do you reckon it's out of respect for being the club captain?
No, it's not.
Nah, man.
He just wants a record.
Nah, it's not.
Look
Yeah.
at
It
Shearer.
can't be.
Yeah? I'm not going to knock Shearer, but if you ask like a kid now, like in his 14, 15, who's the top goal scorer in the Premiership? Who's got the most goals? No one would think of Shearer. Like if you said to him, Shearer, like, who's Shearer? We know who Shearer is. We know who.
Nah, you'd be surprised, bro, man. Don't underestimate the youth, bro. Like, it's always on Match of the Day, Sky Sports, they always spewing it out there. Harry Kane is trying to chase Alan Shearer's record. His name is ringing bells, bro.
No,
I promise you. Don't do that.
If it wasn't on the news,
Shearer is a legend, man.
Shearer's a
100%.
quality
You,
striker.
kids know who Shearer is, bro.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
They don't. I know he's won the. I'm not.
No, he's just saying, they don't remember that. He's just saying, I know what Patrick's talking about.
The kids of nowadays don't really know him, innit? They'll know like Henry and stuff like that, but they wouldn't know who Shearer
Yeah,
is.
but Henry finished way later than Shearer, bro. Like, they know who Shearer is still, bro.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I don't know the point, but they know who Shearer is, bro. Come on, man.
Right.
You hurt his feelings there, bro. You hurt his feelings.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Only a little bit.
Listen
Only a little
to
bit.
what's it called? Listen to the what's it called? BBC Sounds. Yeah, he's got a podcast with Shearer with Lineker.
And Mika.
Michael Richards. Oh, it's jokes. It's funny,
he
man.
Says it, it's jokes, but he even says it on there. People don't know who he is.
Oh,
He says it
I don't know, man.
He says it on there himself.
But you know why? It's because
But he's humble, isn't it?
because like you know like youth man like are attracted to like flamboyant and
That's what I'm saying.
and all that stuff. Like Henri is, for example, like Henri brings all that. You get me? Like even people like you used to remember like Ian Wright, because Ian Wright's got that. He's got that aura about him, innit?
That's
like,
what
Shearer's just that simple.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
No, Shearer, no, they know who Shearer is, bro. Nah, I'm not having it, bro. I'm not having it, bro.
No one knows Shearer, man. No one knows Shearer.
No one, they can't mess with. No, put some respect on his name.
Shearer's a
some
legend,
respect on
man.
his
I'm
name,
not
bro.
having it either. I'm with you. Shearer.
Thank you, brother. Nah, they know who he is, bro.
They don't. I'm telling you, you ask the kid who's in like about 10, 11 or something, who's in primary school, just started secondary school, who Alan Shearer is. They're like, who?
Nope.
Nah, man. Come on, bro, man.
They watch Match of
They
the
watch
Day.
TV, brother. They watch Match of the Day. I'm not having it, bro. Nah.
They know him. No, all right then. They know him from Match of the Day, but they don't know him that he's a top goal
player, yeah.
Nah,
And
they,
the magic thing is that if you
I want to do a test at my kid's school. Watch, bro. I want to do a test at my kids by that age. Watch, bro. You think it's a joke? I'll show you.
if you ask you, man, yeah, if they know Andy Cole and Dwight York, I guarantee you don't know them two over Shearer.
Yeah.
Huh?
If you ask you, man, if they know Andy Cole and Dwight York over Shearer, I'm guaranteed they'll say yeah.
No, bro. No, bro.
way.
Brother, I'm actually going to go out there. I'm going to go out there with parental, what's called that word, consent, and ask the youth them, get me, and trust all of that, bro. You know, you get me and say, you know who Alan Shearer is. If they all say no,
I'm gonna say he works on Match of the Day. Not that.
No, I'm gonna ask them. I'll ask them who is, who the overall top scorer is for the Premier League. From 10 to 14-year-olds, I'll ask them, bro. If they all say no, you won't hear from me again, bro. I'm gonna talk about it anyway. I won't bring it up. I'll just carry like nothing happened. But it's debatable. But leave my Shearer alone, man. It's him while I'm here now on camera, bro. You get me?
Everyone's got their own generations of players, innit? Like if you ask us, we know from our years onwards. If you ask older than us, then they know their players. We probably don't know about their players, like the 70s and 80s.
No, that's true. But no, but legends though. No, but legends. But legends though, they will know. Like let's say George Best, for example. Way out of my time. I wish I could see George Best in prime. He's my guy, bro.
Maradona, Pele.
It's just all about like legends, innit? Like, there's no one in it. Like you can't. They won't let you not know that. It's just legends,
But it's
bro.
like it's what Obi said in it because they're flair players. You know who they are, innit?
Yeah, we still know about them.
No, just come on,
true.
man.
Yeah, but I
well,
reckon like the Prem top
Yeah,
goal
You got a point. You got a
scorer,
point.
something.
Bro, there's no age group. Yeah, there's no age group. Yeah, that you say, oh, do you know who? What's his name? Henri is. Everyone is going to know Henri. Like,
Yeah.
Because he's out there anyway. He's just out there.
bro, if you have youths today, yeah, give it like 15, 16 years. Ask him when he's 15. Do you know Henri? Of course I know Henri. Bro,
Oh, why did they know him? I hear you still. I know what you mean, because obviously
it's a whole persona.
it's like us in it, like with the YouTube looking at Maradona's skills, etc. I get what you're saying. Do you know what I mean? I hear you. It's debatable, but I'm just not having it. That's
what it is. Like you see what you just said, yeah. Like there's something like relatable, like to go and watch Henri, like to go and watch Maradona, like
Nardinho and all that. Yeah.
Shearer and like Kane and all that. They're just like goal scorers. Like
Do you think it's because they're English though, or
I don't think it's that.
that's
Good.
nah?
Like all of you man know Steven Gerrard. Like
Yeah,
he's
true.
English.
Yeah.
Real
But
friends.
if these players really went abroad, you don't really know about like Beckham went in Real Madrid and stuff like that. So he was out there in it. If you just
true.
only know the Prem, if you just only watch the Prem or know about the Prem, then and they don't go nowhere else, then maybe that's why kids don't. I don't know, man. I'm just trying to help you out here. I love Shearer.
Nah, it's all good, man. Like, Shearer is a legend, bro. That's all I know. Even though
he's not a legend.
Even though it pains me to say it, and I've never said it on camera because I just can't be a liar. Like, even though Shearer's always my guy, it just pains me to say, for me, Thierry Henry is the best that I've seen in the Premier League. For me.
I
When I watched him, he gave me different kind of goosebumps, bro. Like seriously, like the way he like.
I still remember that goal he scored against us when he ran through every.
Yeah,
player, man.
brother,
Sick.
bro.
That was
sick. They should all been sacked. That was, and you know what I think as well? I think Henry was a bit, not necessarily ahead of his time, like in terms of that athleticism, that fitness.
Yeah,
I think it was a bit ahead. But those times, it was still, those times was kind of half and half when it was merging of the so-called kind of out of shape players into that mold of like that change was happening. Like, back in the day, in fact, like when I saw a fat goalkeeper, it was normal to me to see a fat goalkeeper.
Paddy Kenny.
Nobody else. Southall, bro, it was mental. Yeah. But it was normal, bro.
Do you know what it is?
Certain people, it's crazy. Or that tall guy's going to get out of shape. Who cares? Like,
even
guys weren't even saying it, bro.
Steve Bruce, Alistair, they were just lumps, innit?
Come on, bro. Them man just come anyway.
Neil Ruddock.
I think.
He did a pitch.
I don't know how he did 90 minutes, man. I don't know how he did 90 minutes.
I don't know.
Julian Dix.
At half time.
Julian Dix, he was fat, man.
Kataragi,
John Barnes as well towards the end of his career, man.
Dean
Windass,
Dean Windass with the pitch.
We're going to read is that he was like he had a physicality and he was kind of playing like football of what's suited now. Yeah, but
he could play. Yeah.
That's what made him look
around now. He would score even more goals than he did
back then. Bro, he's 250 mil right now. Back in his prime, 250 mil. Easy. No less, bro.
Yeah.
And that's why he's a shit manager. And that's why he's a shit manager, because it's like he's got that mentality of, bro, I was doing what you lot are doing now all them years ago. Like, how can you lot not do this? Like,
yeah.
You get me? Like, he always says, like when people ask him about his times as a manager or whatever, he's like, it's like, I'm telling them to do this. It's like, it's easy. Well, it's not easy.
Your internet's moving mad.
For him, it's easy.
Yeah.
But
Cav, quickly, Cav, just off topic again. Just the last one.
This is gonna cut out soon, so go on.
All right. If this was Prem Henry now, where Mbappe is right now, would all of you not still would you prefer Henry over Mbappe, or you're not sure?
Yes.
Henry, man.
Henry all day long, 100%. Anyway,
he's more of a team player.
Yeah, he's selfish, exactly.
Yeah, something goes when he thinks it's
more than selfish, man.
Exactly.
He calls
Fair
his
enough,
drum
brother.
right in harmony.
But get me. But guys, thanks for joining in. It's gonna cut out soon. So
Yeah, man.
appreciate you lot, man. Want to try and do at least one a week, man. So everyone's more than
Alright,
welcome
cool.
to keep joining.
Yeah, man.
But yeah,
Big up to
man.
everyone. Big up to everyone.
Yeah.
Get me. Don't forget to plug into Geordie Dread TV, all Newcastle and football.
There you
Mad.
go. Subscribe to the Geordie Dread on there. Everyone go there, and also
Cool. I do that.
Back in the Net podcast. Everyone subscribe to that one, man.
We got the Red
Yeah,
podcast. We got the Red Pitch podcast as well, man. Doing his thing. Go sub Cav and his stream, bringing you live, working hard to give you content.
Definitely. All right, guys.
All right, brother. Peace.
Cheers.
man.
Bless you, man.
Peace.